All right, our correspondent TOKUNBO TAIWO is in Edo State covering the election that will be taking place today. TOKUNBO TAIWO, glad to have you join us. We were with you yesterday. What a hit. So bring us up to speed. Earlier on, we talked with Igombo, and one thing I noticed was that people were wearing their face masks, and they said they were giving them sanitizers to clean their hands. Take it up from there.
Well, the thing is, we're actually at a place called Dodo in Benin, in the Benin, in Edo State, basically. This is where the APC candidate, Ize-Iyamu, actually hails from, and his house is actually not so far from here. So we're expecting him anytime from now to sort of vote at this particular polling station. It's a primary school, and the INEC officials, actually, as you can see behind me, are already getting ready and setting things up. With regards to security, there are security personnel here. I've seen about 4 or 5 of them, and they've been setting up. There's the canopy where the voters are expected to be sat. I will just give you a sneak peek regarding what's taking place there. The canopy and all of the seats have been set up there, and the voters are expected to be there at any moment from now as well. Just to give you a sneak peek as well regarding the entire school, that's another block, and like we saw earlier, behind me was another block where the INEC officials are. We're expecting the APC candidate to come along at any point in time from now onwards, and it will be interesting to see how that goes, and we'll be definitely be asking him some questions once he's cast his vote. But for now, this is all that is going on at the moment. What we have here are media personalities. Earlier on, we did see a security team that came along and brought the voting materials along to this polling station. Back to you, Indy and
Wow, it looks as though it's still, of course, very early on in the voting day there. Not too many voters have gathered where you are. When we were speaking to Eosa earlier today, we wanted to ask him if he's felt any type of tension on the streets in the run-up to this election. What has been your experience? I know you've been there for a while now.
Well, I actually came from Benin City last night, to this particular locality, so we've not been here for as long as you might expect. But from what we can see, there's no tensions whatsoever. A few people are gathered in front of the primary school where the voting exercise is likely to take place, but there's no tension whatsoever. We're just giving you a sneak peek now to see the people right at the entrance of the polling station. So there's no violence whatsoever. There's no tension whatsoever. It doesn't look like anything like that will be happening here, but if it does, we'll definitely be bringing you up to date, up to speed, and up to the minute regarding all that is taking place right here at the locality where the APC candidate will be voting at his hometown.
Lovely.
So like you said,
Tell us about how safe you feel in terms of the fact that we're still very much in the throes of a pandemic. Just on that close-up shot where we see people waiting to enter the space where they'll actually cast their vote, we haven't seen one person wear a face mask there. So in terms of compliance in the area that you've been, I know you've not been there for too long. What's that been like so far? Will face masks be given to people as they enter and as the voting exercise begins?
I have not seen any sign of that or any evidence to that effect that they will be given face masks. But like you said, it's still early on in the day. So we will definitely be checking to see what the situation is and bringing you up to speed once again. But for now, no face mask have been given. We're not seeing anything to that effect at the moment. Not many people are wearing their face masks at the moment because, like you said, it's still early on in the day. Hopefully that would change as time goes on and as the place gets filled up.
Well, the commissioner, while I was traveling to the office this morning, the Commissioner for Information, Okoye, said that they will be maintaining social distancing and wearing of face masks. Last night I was listening to one of the recs in a commission, I don't know what is a commissioner in Edo State, and he said that the staff will wear their face masks, but people must come with theirs. Where you are, Egosa told us that INEC reported on time and they're just waiting for people to come in and for voting to start. Is that the same experience where you are? It's interesting to know that we're not seeing anything like the tension is quiet. People are moving about quite. And then, of course, the question of restriction. How is it?
Briefly.
Yes, like I mentioned earlier, it's still very early on in the day. There's no restrictions whatsoever. With the INEC officials came here at about 7 a.m. Not all of them at the same time, but after that, there were 2 that came about 7, and after that, there was a few others that came at about 7:15 and 7:30 thereafter. And then we've got more INEC officials here at the moment, still setting up, waiting and getting ready to start the electoral process.
All right, TAIWO. We'll get back to you on the course of the program. Thank you so much. You're still watching The Morning Show.